Okay, I just sorted them out real quick, but today it will be Green Yellow Shirahoshi. If you don't know what it does, this is the perfect video for you, because I will be explaining every single card in this deck. So basically, what your Shirahoshi lets you do is it will cheat out some of your bigger cards. So what the card reads is, this leader cannot attack. Activate main once per turn. You may rest up to one of your Dawn cards and turn one card from the top of your life face up. Play up to one Neptunian type character card or Megalo with a cost equal to or less than the number of Dawn cards on your field from your hand. So basically, turn 2 is when you get most of your plays in. That's what the Shirahoshi does. So time to get into the individual cards. So we're playing 4 Otahime, which this lets you do for 1 Dawn. It lets you flip over the top card of your, only if you're leader Shirahoshi, you may flip over the top card of your life, and then you draw 1 card. Or you have to turn it face down. And then we've got 4 of these Searcher Shirahoshis. So what this Shirahoshi does is you may rest this character and 1 Dawn, and what it lets you do is look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put reveal up to 1 Neptunian or Fisherman Island type card, add it to your hand, and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. And then we play 4 of your Just Not My Type. This is a good 4K counter. So you rest 1 Dawn, and then if you're leader Shirahoshi, you get 4K counter. And then there's also this trigger, which is KO up to one of your opponent's character. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 6 or 2 or less. Sorry, I don't know why I said 6 or less. Back. And then for 2 costs, we're running 1 Fisherman Island. Because this can lead to a lot of specific plays. It's kind of a niche use. You only got 1 of them. So if you're going against Calgara, which some cards need for a stage to be in play, you might not want to play this against Calgara, because you don't want this going to the bottom of your deck. So going to the bottom of the deck kind of sucks, especially with some plays we want to do. And then for our 3 costs, we have 3. Surely I kind of want to bring it up to 4. But it has blocker, and on play, you may turn the top card of your life face down, and then you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and reveal up to 1 Fisherman Island type card. And then we have 3 Megalo, which during your opponent's turn becomes a 6,000 power blocker. So it's pretty good. If any cards say your opponent's during your opponent's turn cards are negated, that would also be negated, which kind of sucks. And then for our 4 costs, one of the primary cards you want to get out is Spotted Neptunian, which on play, if you're leader Shirahoshi, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Neptunian type card or Shirahoshi card and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order, which is pretty good. And then it also becomes a 5,000 power attacker and 1K counter when it's in your hand. And then we have 4 Lord of the Coasts, which what this lets us do is on play, it basically lets you freeze a card so you can't restand it, which is really good. And then it also has a trigger, KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 3 or less. So unfortunately, it's not base cost, because you could, against black purple Luffy or even blue purple Luffy, you could trigger this and then KO Zoro. But it's not how it works, unfortunately. And then now we're getting into our 5 costs. So we're playing 4 Neptunians to start us off. And then, okay, so what that one play is, if your leader Shirahoshi, turn the top card of your life face down, then draw 2, trash 1. And then we have Top Knot. This is the card of the deck that you want to get off as soon as possible. So like turn 3, you want to get it, and then you just, if it was Fisherman Island type, it would be so much better, because of what I'm about to do, or about to show you. So what this, so it's blocker, but if your leader Shirahoshi, you may flip the top card of your life face down, and then set this character as active at the end of your turn, so you basically can swing into your opponent's characters and leader, and then you restand it, so it can still block. And then we have these 5 cost Surame, which is pretty good counter. It's also Fishman Island type, so it can actually be gotten. It can be brought out by either Spotted Neptunian or even Shirley. And then for our 6 costs, we are running 4 Burn Neptunian because it got really good counter. It's also not half bad on the power side of things. And then we got 4 Scale Neptunian, which is 6 cost, 8,000 power, 1k counter. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's all I gotta say about it. And then I don't have both copies, but we're playing this Jinbei, which is key for this deck. Make it, you play it, and then you can use this thing, this activate mains effect on itself, which is really good. And I'm gonna read the activate main once per turn. Up to 1 of your Fishman Island Fishman, not Fishman Island, sorry. Fishman or Merfolk type cards can attack on the turn that it is played, and it's only once per turn, so you can't get like 3. You can't get 2 Neptunes out 1 turn and then just make it so they can both swing. But this is really good. Yeah, like I said, I don't have the second one, so I just have a backwards card in right now. And then I'm running something a little bit spicy for it, and that is Merman Ultramarine Combat, or Merman Combat Ultramarine. So what this lets you do is, it is 6 costs, but also don't forget about the trigger. Trigger makes it free. But 6 costs, what this lets you do is, you may return, or you may add a character with a cost 6 or less to the top or bottom of the owner's life face up. So this can actually chain into a lot of things. This can chain into Top Knot if you've gotten it out from Shirahoshi. But yeah, this deck has a lot of combo plays, especially with the version of it I'm playing. Because the little bit of spice in it is kind of what brings it together for me, I feel like. But now I'm going to show you what we want to mulligan and not mulligan. Okay, so we're gonna say we're going second with this. I'll move that over slightly. I'm just gonna have my life cards off screen. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my board better, because I might start streaming or I might start posting my locals. Okay, yeah, so this is a pretty good starting hand, because you have those Shirahoshis that you can get out turn 1, and then you search her right away. And then, yeah, these are 2 very good turn 3 options. And then, of course, we have You're Just Not My Type for really good counter. So that's actually an ideal hand, I feel like. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say that because it can attack, it's a 5 life leader. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and yeah, it's fine. 2 down. We're gonna go ahead, rest 1, play Shirahoshi, activate Shirahoshi's, or baby Shirahoshi's effect, rest the Shirahoshi's right there. And then, ooh, okay, yeah, that's actually not a half bad hand. But because we're going second, we're gonna get out. That's spotted. And what we're gonna wanna do here is exactly like this. So you're gonna wanna do this at top, this second, this third, that last. Because you play enough Neptunes that even if you get 2 at the bottom very early game, and then you'd pass, it's fine. Okay. Say they attack, I can go in with 1k counter. Actually, no. You'd most likely want to discard a Shirahoshi if they can't attack it. It's on to draw 1. Okay, we talked like a Jinbei. But then we're gonna rest 1 to activate Shirahoshi's leader effect, flipping this over. Show you what I flipped, surely. And to play spotted. And we look at top 5. Oof. And yeah, it's looking bad because we're gonna be putting a "you're just not my type" at the bottom. Honestly, this play we're gonna get scaled. And then what we're gonna want to do is "not my type," surely Lord of Coast. Activate baby Hoshi's effect. I got it, but it's got a lot of search. Okay, so I want to show you what I got. We got Fishman Island, Top Knot, but we already have a lot of this stuff in hand except for Shirley, and we don't want all my Shirleys at the bottom, because if you saw during my last search that we'd pass, I had already put Shirley at the bottom of my deck. Oh wait, I'm not smart. Okay, one second. I'm gonna end the recording real quick and then resituate. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of hide my deck back there. So, say they swing at me for 8 at life. I'll go ahead and do that. Rest 1 to play "you're just not my type." And next time they swing, I'll take... two active Dawn. Draw. Go ahead and rest 1 to activate Shirahoshi's leader effect. Life. Play scale Neptunian. Rest 3 to play Shirley. Get her in there. And then here the only option we got is a Shirahoshi. We're gonna activate baby Shirahoshi's effect. Top 5. Yeah, we're gonna get the Megalo right here, because big body blocker. Crap, I almost did that wrong. I forgot. We're gonna go spotted, combat, Lord, combat. Yeah, that's just kind of how the deck works. I just thought I'd show y'all how it works, so you're not kind of going into it blind. I think I'm gonna start, if it's okay with the people there streaming, or not streaming, filming at locals. But yeah, that was the Shirahoshi deck that I've kind of been picking up. One of my favorite parts about it is, this is rogue as is, but I don't see any Shirahoshi leaders be playing the Merman Combat Ultramarine event, so I just kind of thought it was cool. I'd also pulled like 3 from my packs, like my first 4 packs. I'm like, okay, I'll just play them at this point, you know? But yeah, that was kind of it for today's video. I don't have any packs right now. I went to locals, and unfortunately only top 4 got packs. But yeah. So that's it for today's video. I will be proxying that Jinbei soon. I just gotta figure out a time for me to access the printer. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. And I will catch y'all in the next one. If comments are working in this video, tell me in the comments, would you prefer to see a BP Luffy, so black purple, or blue Doflamingo deck profile next, and like whole run through and everything, in the next video. But that's kind of up to y'all. I'm gonna try running to Target eventually. Target in 5 Below, because that's where I've been finding the most packs recently, or all kind of in a similar spot. But I'll see you guys in the next video.